All right. Week number 9. Remember, last week was your test week. So if your test you feel like was a good representation of your new level of fitness, go ahead and make those changes in your settings. Or if you're not sure, like maybe it was super high or super low, uh, based on what you saw before, it's okay to sometimes split it in the middle and see how it goes. It's important to have the zones right now because now for the final portion of this base season, we're going to start introducing you to a little bit more speed. So you'll see a lot of cruise intervals coming, but these cruise intervals are in mainly zone 3, some zone 4. They're not meant to smoke you. All of the intervals are things that you could do for a couple of hours in general. So while they should be challenging, you want to make sure you're holding really good form and you're able to maintain consistency, or get faster is even better throughout each interval. So that's a really good rule of thumb. I'll have a lot of athletes, for example, do hill repeats or cycling intervals. And one of the things that I'm doing is when I'm analyzing data, I'm trying to see how is number one relative to the last one, right? Are they holding consistent? Is within each interval, are they starting too fast and getting too slow? Or are they underestimating how fast they can go? And each interval is getting way, way stronger too. You'll see that a lot on tests where they go steady and then they figure out they have too much energy. You should start learning how your body feels. You should start paying attention to things like your breathing pattern and what your legs feel like. And if you go too hard sometimes, that's okay if you learn from it. So take inventory of what did my legs feel like right before I realized I went too hard? Or what was my breathing like? Start to pay attention to that type of stuff and really start to dial in the feeling. We have all these great tools out there, watches and run power meters and, power meters for the bike and different things for the swim. All of this should be teaching you what it feels like to do the pace and the results that you want, because if all else fails on race day, you want to be dialed into that. So as you start doing these intervals, I challenge you to think about that. And like we talked about a few weeks ago, make sure your nutrition is dialed in, because it's going to start to get more and more important now, because you're going to need your energy for these intervals. I'll talk to you all next week.